Stories are the things we do to survive. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I usually tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. But this is Series Week, where I tell you a story over the course of 2 to 7 consecutive days. Basically, however long it takes to complete the story. Series Week will occur once a quarter, and the stories featured will still be written by Nigerian writers and authors, but will either consist of a sequence of related episodes from one story or a set of stories linked by a common theme. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, today's story is by Joshua Owolabi, and it's one from the Lagos Uber Stories collection, and it's titled, Timing is Everything. Catch up on earlier episodes from this week for other stories in the collection. A wise man once said, "Who go bless you, no go stress you." What a gem he dropped. With an opener like that, shortly after I got into the car, I knew the ensuing story would be interesting, so I paid attention and did not interrupt. I know we all laughed when he said it, because he was not wearing a clean-cut suit when those words dropped from his blackened, black-lipped mouth. He was one of those unserious guys we see every day on our phones if you're one of those who frequents Nigerian Instagram. We would have taken him seriously if he had been one of our corporate favorites. Portable is the wise man, a perfect example of how we are not all about our words, We are a reflection of what comes out of our tongue. Life is all about time. However, the prayer is that the person who will not bless you will not waste your time. Okay, let me tell you my own story. Maybe you can relate better. I woke up one morning and my 6-figure job was done. Just like that. My country manager called a meeting and told us all that we no longer had a job with the establishment. I'm newly wedded to my wife and we are expecting our first child. What kind of beginning to a new phase is this? A combination of joy and sadness, all together for my young family, especially my wife, because she does not deserve the agony. We are just starting out in life, she gets. Anyways, life has to go on, Abi, because life cannot stay in one place, brooding. The world will just move on without you. So, I knew that the next step was to apply for a new job. During this time, I felt the statistics that said unemployment is 33% amongst young people in this country. You would think I constituted a nuisance in these hiring exercises, with the number of rejections coupled with the ghosting I received. I was fascinated by my job hunting experience, because my last job resulted from nepotism, shall you understand? That is the easiest way to get ahead in this country, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I know that soft ahead takes nobody nowhere. Some soft landing is required at every stage of life. You can create that soft landing for yourself, or you can allow other people to create it for you, shall you get? Anyway, back to my story. Once I realized nothing was coming, I started looking inward. I'm from a very humble beginning. My siblings and I, we are the ones working hard to create our own wealth. Even though my effort is 100%, the result is currently around 15.2%. But then, they said a slow motion is also a motion. So we keep moving. Things are not as before. And I must convince an average person that I am trying. Shey you get? I don't have a job, but I don't feel jobless because searching for your next job is also a job. Shey you get? So, out of that frustration, I started using this car for Uber. At least I could feed my family. Okay, let me tell you how this car came about. Well, a friend of mine gave it to me. I remembered him telling me one cold morning that he could give me a car, but with a condition. He said that I had to come over to his house every morning at 7 a.m. to wash his own car before I did anything else. As for me, I did not care. I would have done just about anything to have this car. But my wife kicked against it because according to her, it was not good stuff for the head of a family. She said it was degrading. Okay, I understood her completely. So I tried to find another way, other options for owning a car. But I did not see any. Okay, I told my wife and I kept her updated on how things were going. She told me that I should be patient, that timing is everything. Babe, you will have everything you want. That's what she always used to say to me whenever I, tell her. Okay. I drive a car now, Abi, and I'm sure that you will be thinking that my time has come. But I don't believe that it did. I could not just wait and watch things get so bad before I took action like an actual man would. So, I went behind my wife. I did what my friend said was the condition. And he fulfilled his promise. Okay, maybe he is my helper and won't give me the car unless he stresses me. I don't know. But then look at me now. He gave me the car free of charge. Shey you get? To my wife, my timing had come. I finally owned a car. She even testified in church while I was away from service. However, it isn't really my time yet. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Shey you get? Okay, yes. I am indebted to my friend for helping me care for my family, while I try to find opportunities to get back into 9 to 5. But if my wife finds out this secret, she will not take it lightly. He offered up no more information, and there was loud silence in the car for the rest of the trip. There were so many questions I wanted to ask him, but I'd rather the sleeping dog lie. Joshua Owolabi is a writer who resides in the United Kingdom. He is a content marketing manager for tech and non-tech companies. You can read more of his work on Medium at Joshua Owolabi and connect with him on X at This Is Ayomi. Details and links will be in the episode description.
If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and tell someone, everyone, that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.